G'day guys, welcome back. Too many projects, not enough time. If this is your first time stopping by, I'm Andrew. We're here working on Ivy, the 1957 Land Rover V8 Series 1. A couple of years into the build now, but no rush to finish it. I'm enjoying the build. Some of these builds where people smash them together for SEMA in 2 months or a month, I don't know, they're kind of hacked together a little bit. I like to take my time. I have a full-time day job. And this is more of a hobby build as well as the other stuff that I do. Once again, too many projects, not enough time. Now, last video, we were putting heater core in. And a very tidy little unit there. Hopefully it's going to work. Now, since the last video, I've been doing a lot of shop cleanup, sorting nuts and bolts, putting stuff away, all that sort of stuff. Few honey-do list items checked off. So not a lot done on Ivy, but a lot of thinking and a lot of research, which is good. So last time we were talking about the vents for up here on the windscreen, and basically I've got 2 of them now, but I got to give them back. We'll talk about these Series 1 heater vents. We're going to move over a little closer and I'll show you kind of the setup. So I picked up some, see, it's an oval shape. Now I picked up some 1.5 inch tube and then I squished it to simulate that. Besides, the wall's a little thick on this. It was just a little big, 1.5 inches. So I'm thinking 1.25 inches is the sweet spot. I had some 1 inch tube, I bent that up and that is touch small. So 1.25 inch tube I'm thinking. And then when I took a closer look at these are just sheet metal bent into that shape with some ends and some brackets, probably just brazed on by the looks of it. And they mount to the bottom of the windshield. Now, I'd like to do something similar. Now I've been looking around for lighter walled tubes so I can do something like this and then just cut a slit or multiple slits along with a piece of pipe welded to the bottom to simulate one of these. Except these are really small, windscreen's much wider. Ideally you'd want to put 2 of these, one either side of the wiper motor and vent handle on a Series 1. So, let's say, lots of thinking, lots of trying to figure this out. So, 1.25 inch thin-walled tube doesn't really exist except for stainless, which is okay. Because I want to do thin and light for across there. And then, upon all my Google searches, and nothing mild steel came up. And let's see, stainless not a problem either. But still wasn't doing my thing, so I happened to stumble across carbon fiber. Carbon fiber? Yeah. Well, in kind of basically a rectangular pattern, or there is another pattern where it's got slightly chamfered or beveled edges. What does that make it? 2, 4, like an octagonal? 6? Anyway. Yeah, octagonal I think. 8 sides to it, but rectangular with just little bits. Anyway, long story short. So if I did, oh, this is a hockey stick. One of my son's hockey sticks. Hi Griff. One of your broken sticks, I borrowed the handle. It is a little shorter now. So I thought if we put that across in one piece, and then carbon fiber 1.25 inch tubes, and then that'll plumb the air in there. Now I pick 1.25 because it's not as big as 1.5. Maybe 1.5 is what we need. We'll find out. And I can get all that, and then I can just epoxy them together, and maybe not without the hockey labels on there, but carbon fiber heater vents, and then we can get right across the windscreen because it will fit in front of the wiper motor. Let's move the camera and I'll show you what I'm thinking, and weigh in with your opinions on what you think. Once again, this is not an original rivet counter Land Rover build. But I do want a little classy and elegant, so come on over. Alrighty, tidy guys. These two little original Land Rover ones, I say I do have to give them back. They're just borrowed for fit up. The holes, mounting holes, actually line up with these two that are already in the windscreen, although probably not in the right spot. Really, you'd have to have like one there and another over here, and they actually look pretty good. Now, I gotta say, the more I look at them, I really like them in doubles like that too. So what do you think? Make something double like this. Maybe that one could be even a little longer if I got to make it up from scratch. So two of them, ducting down to the air, which we can come on through the dash down onto here because this is hidden. Like that. Or we could do like the carbon fiber hockey stick-ish kind of idea, where we could have it actually mounted in front of the wiper motor, just like that. It's kind of weird, like this, I guess, without the proper bits. In fact, let's measure the diameter of that hole. Yep, that hole is 1.25 inches as well, so we're going to stick with 1.25 inches, I think. So yeah, if we had like this section coming out of here, maybe a second one over there, or one in the middle even, or one coming up here. I think I'll put one in first and see how much air it blows before doing a second. So two of these, maybe slightly longer, or we could put a carbon fiber piece across the front there without all the white and red and stuff. Or the other idea, what was the other idea? Or we simply make up some long versions of these, and then we could actually like even fit this in front of the wiper motor. So instead of the carbon fiber, we would basically make something like this, possibly even just getting that heavy walled 1.25 inch tube and flattening it like this, and then that would kind of, instead of mounting two back here like this either side, we could actually run it all the way across between the wiper motor and that. So basically I think the idea is two separate ones of these, maybe just a little bit longer, covering a little more windscreen, or one single long one out of steel, or a slightly more, like it's rectangular but with ever so slightly octagonal bevels on the edge, carbon fiber. So I guess steel long in here, carbon fiber long in here, or two steel mounted down lower here on either side. Well, hopefully all that was as clear as muddy water. I'm just struggling to find the kind of the materials. Anyway, just narrowing down some ideas. I think about a lot of things for a long time before I do it, and all the options that I have. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about those three options. Two steel ones, two separate ones, a long one, or a long carbon fiber one. Or even two short, long carbon fiber or steel. There you go. See you next time, guys.